Yeah, we put together a little video here of, you know, a lot of times people are wondering, how do you use your pine pollen regularly and what kind of foods do you add it to? Can you be a little bit more specific on how it's used each day? So we put a little video together here showing us how we use this ingredient and incorporate it into all types of meals throughout the day, all types of drinks. So yeah. Yeah, this one looks good. So this is a little bit of guilt-free dessert. We're adding a little bit of pine pollen goodness to this delicious cake. I mean, that's just a super idea.
For pastry, that's the greatest thing to do. It's like, it's got that unique yellow color, so you can use it for garnish. You can use it for like decorations and whatnot.
Very good for garnish. And also, like, it really doesn't have much of a taste profile. A lot of people like taking pine pollen because it doesn't have that strong, distinctive taste of some other superfoods might have.
So like in black coffee, it works perfect because it dissolves well. It gives you that little bit of nice creamy kind of feel without the cream, without the dairy.
Bulletproof coffee 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A little bit of pine pollen on your oatmeal. Like, what a great way to start the day. Yeah, I mean, starting your day like this, obviously, oatmeal is fairly nutritious, but by adding pine pollen to it, obviously you're getting a nutritional profile of over 200 bioavailable ingredients into this breakfast. So you're turning an ordinary breakfast into something extraordinary by just adding this pine pollen to it. Greek yogurt with some honey on it, a little bit of pine pollen sprinkled on there. Wow, some granola.
You know, that's hot chocolate actually there. That's yeah, so like you mix it in there, and that's another good way of, like, if you're, especially if like you're dairy, you don't want to do any dairy.
Yeah.
In hot chocolate, that creamy texture is always.
Well, that actually reminds me of a way that I like to consume my chaga. I mix some cocoa in it, and I generally put the pine pollen in there as well, and yeah. Some cocoa, some chaga, some pine pollen. I mean, you're really hitting everything on that.
Yeah, that's a good blueberry tropical fruit smoothie, and it just, you know, it mixes really well. Like, you don't have to do obviously if you're making a smoothie, it's going to go into your smoothie.
Yeah, you can put it into a blender.
But like, even if you didn't and you wanted to go on top,
well, this is also a perfect example. Let's say you do buy a smoothie and you have your pine pollen with you, you just add it to it on the go. Or let's say you buy a fruit juice and you're not necessarily at home, but you're a busy person on the move, steady. I mean, this is just another alternative way of just adding some nutrients to your food. So. Adding this pine pollen to a lot of things too, like this smoothie looks a little bit bland, it's clear, but adding that pine pollen, that rich yellow golden color to it really makes that the color of that drink really stand out as, yeah, I think that's a nice thing about this product too. It's just that rich yellow color really adds as either a garnish or as an ingredient in a product just to change the color profile of it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this would be a great idea for a lot of chefs to use as a garnish or as an ingredient, something to boost up, you know, the nutritional profile.
This is how I love to take it. This is how I take it every morning. I just add it to my tea, and then I add a little bit of saffron. Saffron is another thing that actually helps. It helps boost testosterone, and it helps supports it, and it helps support serotonin levels as well, so the feel-good kind of hormones, neurotransmitters. So
yeah. This looks good. This is incorporating spruce tips into different recipes. Butter shrimp with some spruce tips on it.
Yeah, and it's amazing how it like crumbles so easy.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to powderize it, really.
And it gives it that like nice zest. So anything that you can think of like a lemon or a lime, then you know, you can use the spruce, but the texture that it adds to it is something that you wouldn't get from.
Yeah, a little of this goes a long way. I also really like the fact that these are freeze dried and it really sticks out. Like, the color is so vibrant with these spruce tips. It's just about like fluorescent green. I mean, it's another great garnish, really. It's got such a unique taste. It's got such a beautiful look to it. I mean, it's a good way to really boost any type of meal you're taking.
Yeah. The other thing you can do with it is basically making a matcha tea with it. So, you know, you grind it up in a mortar, you grind it up with your hands, like really hard. It will get to that powder, and then you can just throw in some hot water over the top, and you got your matcha spruce tea, which is really good source of vitamin C. That's what the First Nations used it before there was vegetables.
And that's generally like traditionally the way they did consume it, right? As a tea. I mean, this looks fantastic. Like, what a good way to incorporate like some additional nutrients into something such as like this charcuterie board here. Vitamin C. I mean. Yeah,
it's got such a potent flavor. So like you sprinkle it on anything, it's going to enhance the flavor of it. It can go into dips. That the dip in there has got some actual spruce leaves.
I see that.
It's if you use it in batters for let's say cakes or even cookies, that makes a perfect Christmas cookie with a little bit of a forest taste in there. And absolutely the same thing with the pine pollen. Pine pollen is a perfect batter mix. In fact, like some of the traditional Chinese recipes incorporate it, and when you cook this, it actually has that really nice fragrant smell that it will get. So it doesn't have much of a taste profile, but when you cook it in baking, the fragrance of it is amazing. We really like to hear how you use it, how you use any of our wild products, whether it's the powder, whether it's the spruce tips. Let us know. Make a video, tag us on Instagram. Tag us on Facebook. Let us know what's your favorite way of using it, and keep us in.
We're always curious on new innovative ways of this product can be used, and there's a lot of people that are already familiar with this product that are incorporating it in different ways that we don't. So we're very interested to see how you guys use it.